jetzt nachher auch noch hier ein paar Mikrofonzusätze machen. Noch was für die Gitarre unten. Jetzt mal gucken, wie das Verhältnis ist, nur mit einer Can 5D, die Mark 4 mit dem 101:18 SPM. Dann will ich noch sehen, ja, Low White Grade Rims, die Vocals auschecken.
Yeah, welcome to Anyglobe Radio. Trying out new sessions with my Can 5D. Made a couple of recordings the last days and more studies how to record the vocal and the guitar at the same time the best way by using just one microphone. That the voice is kind of shining through and the guitar, so kind of no or less EQ as possible, or less EQ as much as needed, and original kind of as possible. I think it sounds pretty cool. We'll release them soon, maybe as my radio. So stay tuned for that with the Can 5D Mark IV. I think the quality of it is absolutely CDable kind of. Or absolute CD kind of. Yeah, this morning just a couple of minutes of my live session on my Andy Globe Facebook this morning again. Like I said, picking out recordings and save them. That's what I do at the moment. Or reels, I have so many of them now on my Facebook Andy Globe that it's hard to scroll really to the beginning of it, so I think it's time to go forward and back up. And this is what I'm gonna do at the moment. What I came up with would be cool. Maybe the iPhone had or has the availability to maybe split microphone signals. Maybe kind of you have an 2, 3, or 4 channel recorder inside, so you could record with the onboard mic, plus you could plug microphones kind of in the insert slot and separate them by its recording, by its mix down, plus you could mix them kind of to one audio file / separate them as well. Maybe like the Tascam has as its availability. So you could use really as an high-end maybe recording tool as well for audio, in my perspective. I think the recording quality of it's very satisfying, at least to me, for these kind of broadcasts. some files, I don't know what it is, cannot really gets downloaded. Let's see about that later on. Some cannot be downloaded, at least for now. Let's see about that, what the term is.
So music studies and soundings or music sounding studies technique and globe is how to perspective and with what is the choir, what is the verse and what
Why they cannot be downloaded? I don't know. Maybe come later back to it. Yeah, welcome to my radio, Andy Globe. Kind of came up with the idea by releasing a lot of tracks so far, and somehow I was like, okay, what's my new program? And yeah, giving lessons, give my knowledge kind of in music and my what I'm gonna do as musician, as an maybe my own movie, my own radio, kind of. So I started to release kind of everything: my studies, my fountains, riffs, ideas, pre-tracks, pre-demos, and more. So that someone who has interest in music and how a musician, or at least how I do my songs and make my life as musician, can be a part of it, and kind of paint your own picture and learn from it as well, and do your studies with it and get your maybe your role modelship out of it. So like I do maybe from artists I love to listen to, etc., etc. And this is what it is, kind of, when I say it's radio or music, like more my fountains, my studies, doing music and release it. Kind of, you can see it as a movie, maybe as a big CD, as a big broadcast. Um, yeah, this is Andy Globe radio, kind of. At least my doing as musician at the moment.
And as, what is the singer, what is the choir, what is the version, what studies and founders or music founders studies with me?
And I'll bring in some of these reels I released somehow to my Facebook, down to my hard drive, that I don't lose it.
About, at least in my perspective and vision of a founder.
You can check out my web page. I want to buy it, but I'm not really so far with the credit card. I'm more the cash money guy so far. But of course, the WordPress I use now for many years as my commercial sign, maybe. Of course, should get paid somehow as well. So far, using the free tool of it, and if you like, you can check it out. The address I wrote, or I posted yesterday, it's, let me see, here it is, andyglobe.wordpress.com. I'm working more on it, but so far I'm satisfied, I think, with the colors and the items. Maybe I will start to blog somehow on it as well, but I do it more now on my Facebook and YouTube, where you can release music very greatly. So I do that. But this is for, of course, this public. You don't need, I think, an account. If you search my being as an artist or Andy Globe, you just can type into your browser Andy Globe WordPress, and it should come to your screen. Yeah, maybe doing the picture a bit smaller, but for now this is my header so far. Enjoy. For contacting me, addresses around, kind of buying my broadcasts. I do it kind of the same system I use or people use by playing shopping passages or on farmers markets. I have my coin box or my money schedule around me, in front of me or left or right or similar, and you can donate them or buy a CD, kind of. And this is what my email address is. You can just write me an email address if you like, and then you will receive an IBAN and BIC. And that's it. And you can give me what it's worth for you to my bank account, kind of. I released so far as well my IBAN and BIC, but I'm not really sure about the law. Some somehow I heard it's not allowed to show the IBAN in big in public. But I'm not really sure about the international laws. So I don't know about America or the UK or Spain, how they have their rules about the IBAN in big. So I'm not sure about it. If someone pleases me, of course I will take it out. But I let it script or yeah, keep it public so far. Maybe till someone says, hey, this is unlaw what you do, then I will take it out. But then you can write me a message. Thisisandyglobe@gmail.com and receive maybe a similar email where you get my IBAN in big. Yeah, and you can have access to my bank account, kind of, to buy a record or buy a passage of broadcasts, etc., etc. Yeah, thanks for watching. Check me out on YouTube, check me out on Facebook, and more new tracks and new songs and ideas and studies and melodies and productions are around. Yeah, maybe the new guitar is a bit more louder than the old one. So it takes a bit time, I think, maybe to get access to the Andy Globe recordings, at least the concerts, hits, jams. What I do now with one microphone, so don't use two, use just one microphone, and you have to make sure the guitar you play is not too loud for the vocals, or the vocals get a bit through the guitar. So I think it's a thing of wanna have access to that big concerts, hits, jams. See what we can do on the mastering of it, or if we can do the vocals a bit more out. But I think if you get into the world of I'm trained a bit to listen to that style of recording. You figure out the vocals. It's clear. It's maybe not too front, it's a bit in the background, by the guitars a bit more loud, but if you have access to that kind of recording style and system, you can, it's acceptable. I think it's satisfying of its style and its flow. So I have recordings, of course, of studio where you separate the vocals from the guitar, like the song Brave is, or a couple of others. But in this, playing the guitar and sing to it and record it at the same time, the concerts, hits, jams, what I do at the moment, it's a bit, it's kind of, you sit maybe in a pub, or you sit somewhere in a restaurant or on a small stage and someone plays the guitar and sings to it, so there's a lot of reflection maybe. But if you have that feeling of, okay, that's a really live played guitar and someone who sings to it, this is probably the sound for it. At least my sound at the moment. Stay tuned for more. Thanks for buying. This is andyglobe@gmail.com. Join me on YouTube, join me on Facebook, join me on Instagram, and a lot of other social medias. Stay tuned for more. Andy Globe. Thanks for commenting and posting if they are real comments. No one knows really. But it's all good if you stay with God, I think. This is andyglobe@gmail.com. Bye bye.